Hey guys, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the B Token, the future of home sharing on the blockchain. The ICO has garnered a ton of interest well beyond their expectations. Be sure to check out their website at btoken.com. Their ICO starts January 31st. Be sure to subscribe to their email lists to stay reminded. Otherwise, you may lose your chance at this one, folks.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. This is a pretty important time, I think, to be alive, right? A lot of people, in the cryptocurrency market right now, they are really scared, really new. And I'm not going to be spreading FUD today. I'm not going to be going over the news, the potential South Korea ban FUD. It wasn't really a ban. It was just a halting of unverified accounts being able to be used on the South Korean exchanges. A little bit of government raids apparently, but nothing really to worry about. There's a lot of China FUD still going on, and this is important. This is an important time. A lot of people are new. I know there's a lot of new subscribers that we recently got, and we're grateful for you guys, but I'm not trying to spread FUD here. And we're going to go through the market one by one, and just to show you historical precedences of what's happened in the history of Bitcoin. What's happened in the past shows us a good glimpse of what's happening in our future, right? And there's a lot of FUD going on. There's a lot of FUD going on, and I'll throw up the chat. I'm not actually going to look into chat for a couple minutes. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I think today's broadcast is going to be a little bit different, right? There was no reason for things like Cardano, things like Ripple, things like IOTA, things like EOS, Tron, specifically Tron, things like Verge, things like VeChain. There was no reason for them to be valued at such a large price, right? Do we still think Tron is a $3 billion company? It's debatable, right? I'm not saying Tron is a bad project, not at all, but it is debatable to see this high valuation. And we've been stressing repeatedly that we've never seen in the history of cryptocurrencies, whether you're an experienced trader or not, in the history of cryptocurrencies, we've never seen a Bitcoin dominance this low before. This very low. And the title of this stream is, what is the best thing to do during a cryptocurrency crash? And that is almost a trick question, right? There's no one best thing that you could do, right? But you need to get your mentality right that this is a very speculative market, and we're seeing a 23% dip on Bitcoin right now on the 24 hours. That is remarkably low. That is remarkably high. Once we get more and more market cap into Bitcoin, when we hit that trillion market cap total, maybe we will see a less fluctuation. 23. If you saw a 23% drop in the dollar valuation, or in dollar, what the dollar is actually worth, there'd be mayhem in the streets. There'd be martial law. There'd be a lot of things. So we know this market is very young. It's easy to be swung. We know that this volatility cannot. This volatility just indicates that we are still very early adopters, guys. Very early adopters. Recently I just heard BitConnect actually just shut down. Their lending platform actually just got shut down. So this is a very important step for you guys to actually be a part of, right? This is a very important thing to be a part of. This is, cryptocurrencies are speculative by nature. We all knew that. That's why we're always telling you to dollar cost average. If you had $100,000 to put in, or even $1,000 to put in, you put 10% in now, then 10% the next day, or 10% the next week. You just, you make sure that you're being considered. You're being considerate to the market, right? You're not timing the market, you're putting time in the market, right? And yeah, you know, we are seeing things, you know, Ponzi's and a lot of pumps, you know, drop a lot. I mean, we're breaking through the 10,000 mark, most likely with Bitcoin. We'll see. But one thing I want to stress to you guys, that the market has never not rebounded, right? So far, right? Do we think we're in bubble zone? Of course, everyone thinks we're in bubble zone, but the market is still so young. We've seen 23, 30, 40% drops in a single day before. Just because we hit 800 billion does not give Bitcoin any sort of credibility. Any sort of credibility. And if you do sell and you're taking a loss, you know, that's up to you. You know, I'm not your financial advisor. It is up to you. But for me, I think when there's days like this, you do not make rational decisions. When you see red across the board, I like to call it tether days, right? So what do I mean by tether days? Well, the only thing green is tether, and you know, these days have happened time and time again. You know, it happened in December twice. It happened in September. It happened in November. It happened in October. These things happen every single month. Please do not worry. Please do not be scared. And I'm not going to go over this horseshit rhetoric of FUD, about South Korean FUD, these Chinese FUD. And honestly, it doesn't help you as an investor. It doesn't help us as a channel. You know, I'm not going to be spreading FUD. I'm just going to go over what's happened in the history of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and then we'll go over other cryptocurrencies you guys are interested in too. But for now, let's go over Bitcoin and see what's actually happening with the market. You know, I really do sympathize with a lot of you new guys here, a lot of you new guys here onto the channel, and I do appreciate you guys being here. It means you are trying to stay informed. But please do not panic sell. You know, I'm not your financial advisor. You can do whatever you want. You know, I'm just one guy. But I've been in this market since 2013, and people, you know, people in my family have been telling me to sell since Bitcoin hit 1,000. Right? That was earlier in 2017, right? January 2017. And people told me to sell at 3,000, then 6,000, then 7,000. Then 19,000. You know, maybe I should have sold a little on 19,000, and I did. I did take a little profit, and I bought back a little at 13,000, and then of course I'm still a little lost because I bought back at 13,000, and I'll buy back a little right now. You know, or as it continues to drop. So please, please, please do not fall into this rhetoric. Do not panic. Do not listen to all this bullshit FUD. You know, I think actually it was a very decent correction. I don't think that Cardano, with no use case, should be valued at $14 billion still. I still do not. I love Cardano as a project. I love Charles as a manager of the project, as a founder of the project. I do not think Tron should be a $3 billion project, right? I do not think things like, you know, BitConnect is still at 800 billion, and allegedly BitConnect has halted all operations. I'm not going to be spreading FUD about BitConnect either, but allegedly they have stopped all operations. Apparently they've stopped all trading on their platform, all lending on their platform. So it'll be interesting to see. But again, this has happened time and time again. Maybe BitConnect will fizzle out finally, but maybe it won't. We don't know. We do not know. But please, guys, let's just get straight to the facts. Do not worry. If anything, pour more money into the market. I mean, actually, I am actually going to be pouring a little bit of money back into the market, and it'll be interesting to see. Everyone's saying it's crashing, it's crashing, it's crashing. Let me give you some historical precedences. Yeah, a little bit of a runny nose. You know, maybe I'm getting sick and the market's getting sick, and you know, it's a little rough, right? So I'm not going to be going over BitConnect anymore. I'm just going to tell you what is what's going on. Maybe I'm a little sick and the market's a little sick and we're all just sick, right? Maybe my health and the market are correlated. Maybe I should just be drinking more smoothies. I have a runny nose from crying too. Okay. Well, I haven't been crying. I've actually been looking at prices to get into, back into the market. I've sold a little at 19,000, around 15% at 19,000, and I've been slowly laddering in my orders. I laddered in at around 14 and a half. I laddered in at 13, and now I'll probably ladder in some more. And that's what I'll do. That's what I'll continue to do. And this is one thing I wanted to stress. So let's take a look at what's happened to the market. What is happening to the market? So we're only on the daily here, and I'll pull this out to here. 37% drop. This is not too long ago. This is September 2017, September 17th, 2017 to December 30th. And we'll continue looking at these drops, right? I mean, this is a good thing to look into, right? Let's continue measuring out these drops and see if we could see some sort of pattern of what's actually happened. So here's a nice little drop as well. September 15th, the China FUD, right? The China FUD. Another 40% drop there. Let's continue looking through other drops of what's happened in the historical precedents of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So another 30% drop there. Let's look at this drop right here. A 40% drop there. So nowhere in my mind am I that worried that we will not recover. After all of these drops, we've had rallies to all-time highs. Rallies to all-time highs. Rallies to all-time highs. And again, I think the market was a little bit overvalued. I do think that tomorrow market cap is 2 million. Okay. Well, you know, I think people are getting a little bit too eccentric. So I had a target here that hopefully we bounce off that trend line. But it's no longer looking like we are going to hit that. So obviously my yellow support line has actually crashed through, and we're going to be taking a look at another support line, right? So as I see all of these hitting, you know, I'll actually tighten that up a little bit. Whoa. I'll actually probably tighten that up a little bit. I'll probably tighten it up to here, right? I mean, I think it's a fair assessment to where we have a small bearish channel going on. And we're going to look at other indicators as well. On the daily, we are severely down. But here's another great indicator I wanted to show you guys. I'm actually going to shrink everything else, and I want to show you this indicator strictly alone. I mean, guys, please, 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 do your research. Do not rely on any of these YouTubers, even me. You know, just please do your own research. There's a lot of FUD going around. There's a lot of people to, you know, give you fake advice. I just here in this channel, we specifically want to give you what our opinion on what we're doing, and you know, historical facts. I'm not going to be buying into this this FUD that's going on right now, and I don't think you should either. So we're looking at a RSI on the daily. So let me actually shrink this MACD, and now we're looking at this yellow chart here. So we're looking at this RSI, you know, almost dipping below those dangerous levels of oversold, right? So that under 30 RSI means it's heavily undersold, and we're approaching those levels. I think by today or tomorrow we should be hitting those dangerous levels where the market is a little bit oversold, a little bit overfudded, and you know, maybe we'll start to rally a little bit. Of course, we don't really know. BitConnect is closing. We don't really know that as well. You know, there are rumors going around. I'll wait until the official announcement. But according to their Twitter, there has been nothing to be concerned about. Again, we've never been fans of BitConnect on this channel. We've actually criticized it probably the heaviest out of any YouTube channel. It's absolutely a Ponzi scheme. But that being said, I'm not going to you know, spread FUD or things I am actually not educated about, specifically BitConnect. but according to their website, let's actually, we'll go over it later, but I want to stick to the topic at hand. This is a hard thing to swallow, specifically for you new guys. We have a lot of loyal viewers on this channel, and I really do appreciate you guys, and we have a lot of new viewers on this channel, and we appreciate you just as equally. But that being said, you have to form your mentality into a more speculative gambling market, right? This is a very speculative market. We are full-on believers of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies in general. But guys, you should not be relying on this money to live, right? You should not be relying on this money to, pay your mortgage or bills. I certainly don't, and I've got actually significant amount of my money in cryptocurrencies, but I still have fiat funds that I could rely on. Because again, this is a speculative market. We don't know if this is tulip mania or what's going on. But I just mapped out all these recent drops, 41% back in June to July. In September, we had another 40% drop. Then again in November, we had another 30% drop. And then as recently as last month, we had a 37% drop. Now we're hitting at around 39 to 40% drop now. And this is very, very short period of time. I'm not going to say, I'm not worried, but I am a little worried. Don't get me wrong, but I am confident that the market will rebound as the FUD starts wearing off, right? And this is a large fact due to that the altcoins have been pumping to all-time highs time and time again. I mean, we hit 300 on Litecoin. We hit like almost $4 on Ripple. We hit over like 1,300 on Ethereum. And this is interesting, right? And I don't want anyone to panic or anything, but let's just go back to the Bitcoin dominance. And this is a chart that I've been stressing time and time again, specifically on this channel. And we don't only want to be here when the times are good. Right, we're not here when, we don't only want to be here when, there's 3-4x gains, the market's pumping, like $800 billion market cap. That's all dandy, right? But the fact is a lot of these cryptocurrencies are pegged on Bitcoin, and I have been worried. Ever since, ever since November. Of a low dominance on Bitcoin, and it was really worrying me. And I'm actually going to go to the 3-month. So we hit an all-time low yesterday, right, of 32% for Bitcoin dominance. It's a little worrying to me, a tad bit little worrying to me. And I thought we should deserve back to 50%. I think that's a very good dominance level for Bitcoin. Specifically, Bitcoin is still king, and I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere. But and that was really worrying. But another encouraging sign. So we'll push it out to the 12-hour. So every time we hit those really low RSIs, we seem to bounce up almost immediately, right? Almost that we have that huge, massive red candle, and we seem to bounce up immediately. Now, guys, I want to tell you the absolute truth. This is the largest red candle I have ever seen in all of Bitcoin. In Bitcoin's history, this is the largest price drop that I have ever seen in all of cryptocurrencies. And it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with the market. But for now, like, look at that MACD. That is that's a cliff there. That's no longer a slope, right? That's a cliff, and I would be looking for an immediate reversal on the 12-hour and a 4-hour. So we'll even push it to the 4-hour, and we're still seeing dropping levels here. Our stochastic RSI is dropping as well. So let's look at the stochastic. Stochastic showing a compressed version of the RSI, and we're seeing significantly low levels all across the board. we've always seen a comeback when we see RSI levels this low. I mean, I'm zooming out all the way, and last time we saw something like this at this level was September. So that was September was the China FUD, and the time before that, you know, that was another 40% drop. So I'm going to actually buy a little bit of Bitcoin at 10,000 as we continue to drop through these markets, and it's difficult to swallow. But I wanted to talk about specifically Bitcoin and its role in the cryptocurrency market. You know, I think it's also very good to talk about, you know, your mentality as a trader and as an investor, and how you are going to get along through the days, because right now there's a lot of FUD going around. You know, you don't want to lose sleep over this. You absolutely do not want to lose sleep over this. You know, and some people say, hey, just hodl through it. Well, if I had $10,000 or $20,000 and I invested up here, I would be at $10,000 right now. It's a 50% loss. That's, you know, obviously you should be worried. Obviously you should be worried. It's your hard-earned money. I don't think there's any problem to be worried, right? I mean, you should absolutely be concerned about your money, and I think that's why you guys are actually watching this channel, is because you want to stay educated on the market and understand what's happening. But to be educated, to be knowledgeable, and to try to predict the future is a little arrogant on our part without looking at the past. And the past has been riddled with significant FUD, with significant drops, with significant you know, regulatory imbalance, with significant slowdowns of the blockchain, such as hard forks and you know, minor bans, and there's a lot of other things. There's a lot of fundamental things that you as a new investor are not aware of, and you know, we're trying to convey all these messages to you in a timely manner. I think Sam's going to also be online here later tonight. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell, and smash that like button. So you know, we're trying to grow this channel as well. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that there's a lot of FUD going around, and you know, even so, right now we're looking at the USD valuation on the cryptocurrency market. So I'm gonna give this a refresh, and I'm gonna show you what the BTC valuations are as well. So of course, you know, of course, we're seeing significant drops here. Let me just take a sip of water. You know, all this sad talk is getting my throat parched. So this is actually not too bad for Ethereum either. Only a 6% drop for Ethereum, and Litecoin staying remarkably stable. EOS staying remarkably stable as compared to Bitcoin. But these worrying coins to me, such as, you know, Cardano, Stellar, Ripple, Tron, all these, in my opinion, overvalued cryptocurrencies are taking a little bit of a hit. Zcash staying remarkably stable throughout this entire process. You know, of course, taking a big hit on the USD valuation, but you know, everything is. KuCoin shares, wow, KuCoin shares actually positive on the day, only 0.62%, and that's one of the things I have been trying to pick up. Walton again, staying positive, but again, Walton, you know, there's a lot of masternode hype coming out of Walton. Ethos, I'm not even going to talk about Ethos. Too much pump and dumps going around Ethos. So, in my opinion, I'm going to stay away from it, because you know, if my technicals don't match up and my belief systems don't match up with Ethos, I'm just going to stay away from it. And that's just my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to read through a little bit of your chat, guys. I know there's a lot of FUD going around, and you know, I'm going to continue to highlight that Bitcoin. Okay, wow. All right, so we're seeing a little bit of turmoil here. So we're approaching these all-time lows for RSI, right? Going back to September, and what have we seen in September? Let's actually zoom in September and see what the market did in September. So we had significant drops in September, and then we had an immediate bounce back on that low RSI. So that this long-term blue line right here, I'm actually going to let's actually look through it And let me pull it to the daily, and I'm going to brighten up this blue line here. See, yeah, let's make that a orange line, right? And let's make that nice and thick. So this was our upward trending support line, historical support since June. We have not hit that yet, but we're approaching it closely, right? That 8,500 mark is a critical support for us. That being said, I think I am actually on my outside of my screen. I have already loaded GDAX, and I've just put in my order for a small little order, and I am going to be purchasing here at 10,000. Can I see it dropping? Absolutely. Can I see it mooning out of control? Probably not, but I could see it coming back. I want to be completely honest with you. This is by far the largest red candle I have ever seen in Bitcoin's history. But what goes up must come down, and I think this red line right here, this is critical support as well at 9,800, and we are bouncing out. We just bounced off that line once, and it is very, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting to see. We're seeing BitConnect fall off the face of the earth. Hopefully that happens. It'll be all worth it if BitConnect gets completely wiped off, and all these scamming YouTubers are take a huge hit. I don't ever want to see anyone fail. But the fact when you're leeching off of somebody's money, when you're using your audience base to make money off of people, and you're losing them money without giving them any sort of value, hey, use my referral link, donate here, donate there, just baseless referral links, on a clear-cut Ponzi scheme, it brings a little joy into my life. Maybe I'm a little pessimistic, narcissistic, like, hey, why are you happy about other people's downfall? I'm not. But the fact that these people who are running ads, and they have 4, 5, 6 times the subscribers that we do, they're baselessly shilling a single product, losing a lot of people money. It's essentially a Ponzi scheme. If you want to call Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme, I would brush you off. But literally, BitConnect is a pyramid scheme. They literally have a pyramid in one of their infographics. They literally have a pyramid structure, right? So the people at the top, these YouTubers shilling, and it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for a lot of people, specifically a lot of BitConnectors out there. I know we've always been saying, please do not invest in it, and it's going to be rough for a lot of people. But guys, I think this is a healthy correction in the market. It's maybe a little too healthy, right? If you're, Bitcoin has been getting nice and fat, and now it's losing all its weight. But if you lose weight too fast, it's also unhealthy, right? Obviously, it's not healthy to be fat like Bitcoin is. But, Bitcoin is skinnying up, getting pound for pound. And, maybe this will be healthy for Bitcoin in the long run, right? We're still haven't broken through that orange support line, which is our long-term support. I mean, we mooned out of control. Maybe we're stabilizing finally. Maybe that is good for us, and all these altcoins and these ICO craze needs to chill out. But we'll see, right? We will see. And a lot of people, a lot of hate going around here. And if you made money on BitConnect, congratulations. If you lost money on BitConnect, I am truly sorry for you. I never want to see anybody lose money. Space travel is lonely, and I want to go to the moon with all of you guys together. And it's super unfortunate that I have to report this news to you guys, that BitConnect could possibly be down permanently, and I actually am not even seeing it anymore. At $142, just not too bad, but that is one of the largest losses as well. So we also sold most of our Verge. Remember, guys, we sold most of our Verge on this channel as well. I had millions of Verge, and I sold off almost 85 to 90% of my Verge, due to all that hype and really, really nice things. So, because are we entering a bear market? So we're gonna actually zoom back out, and you know, like, hey, say you keep repeating the same thing. We will go into the altcoins, but again, everything depends on Bitcoin's survival right now. Everything depends on Bitcoin's survival. And when I'm looking at this Bitcoin charts, you know, I don't get tired of looking at the Bitcoin charts, but honestly, you should be too. I think this is by far the best method of looking into the charts as possible, right? You know, I think you should be looking, as soon as you wake up, you should look at the Bitcoin charts and then determine what you're looking at. You know, determine what the altcoin markets are going to do based on the Bitcoin markets. Everything really relies on Bitcoin as well. So let's just take a look, right? So we have this negative channel. We see that yellow is upward trending, and this light blue is a downward trending. I drew it a little conservatively, but we are absolutely dropping off the face of the earth right now. RSI at an all-time low since September, another 40% drop. Maybe we'll continue to drop. We don't know. We can't tell the future. But as we look in the daily, that RSI is still not at an all-time low. So maybe we could actually hit that 8,500 mark. And maybe we will see those significant drops, guys. It's you know, refreshing. It's a refreshing thing to see that, okay, you know, this is actually a little optimistic on my side as well. That, guys, when you see something this volatile, when you see you know, let's actually go back and give this a refresh. When you see these 23% drops in a single day, when you see these 40% drops in a single week on Bitcoin, you know, I drew this out for you guys specifically here, 40% drop here. When I see this means I'm still super early into the market. We're still super early into the market. We know that there's not enough institutional investors. We know there's not enough money to really stabilize Bitcoin. If you saw a 30, 40, 24% drop on the US dollar, there would be mayhem in the streets. There would be rioters, looting. There'd be martial law. The National Guard would be deployed all throughout the United States. The world would be in chaos. You know, maybe we would be forced back into war. You know, there would be significant chaos throughout the world. There'd be famine all over the world, specifically, you know, in the third world regions where a lot of people are relying on the strong dollar. And, you know, Bitcoin isn't there yet. Bitcoin isn't there at the level of the dollar. And do I think a dollar crash is coming? I'm not going to, you know, everyone put on your tinfoil hats, because, yeah, I do think a dollar crash is coming. Maybe not immediately. You know, maybe not this year, maybe not next year. But I think by 2020, we'll see a significant level of interest into cryptocurrencies as more and more consumers start to understand what cryptocurrencies are all about. And, you know, that's a very, very interesting fact to see. But we're going to go through the altcoin markets now. We are seeing the stoichiometric low and lower and lower, and we'll continue to monitor this throughout the stream. Should we riot? I do not think you should riot. So please do not, you know, put away your pitchforks. You know, put away everything else. Dow is still all-time highs. Nasdaq is still at all-time highs. So the market is relatively doing okay, right? Interest rates are super low, but what do you know? I think we're winding up for another small little correction in the economic scale here, but it'll be interesting to see. And so we actually have a question. A super chat donation. Thank you. Tronex is still good to hold. Tronex is a long-term play. So there's also an ICO launching off of Tronex called Game.com. It's a very, very long-term play. If you're selling now, I think it's a mistake, right? I think everything is, you know, it is a big mistake. And guys, please give me a thumbs up if you do like the content. I really do appreciate it. That is the best way you can support this channel. There's a lot of bullshit FUD going around. There's a lot of just, you know, just ignorant people out there. A lot of YouTubers spewing bullshit out there that you know, as a YouTuber ourselves, we you know, we want to dig as big a spoon as we can, and you know, we take that spoon of salt and we look at it and say, okay, take everything not with a grain of salt, but with a spoon of salt. Specifically, YouTubers, even this channel, you know, take everything with a critical mind, guys. You should not be trusting anybody out there. There's a lot of BitConnector YouTubers out there that are constantly scamming you out of money, and you know, I'm happy that BitConnect is there's a lot of FUD, and hopefully it does close. Hopefully this correction completely wipes everyone. I don't want to see anybody losing money. You know, I don't want any hate against this channel or anybody. I'm not hating you if you didn't know what BitConnect was a Ponzi scheme or not. But guys, the warning was there. We tried to warn you guys. We are literally the meme lords of BitConnect hate. But that being said, we actually have a question here saying, what are the order books look like for Bitcoin? So we're going to take a look at the order books for Bitcoin, see where those support walls really are. What are order books? Order books are sell orders and buy orders for Bitcoin. So we're here on BTC USD, and I'm going to zoom out as much as I can. So we have a decent amount of buy pressure and a decent amount of sell pressure. So let's look at that 15-minute indicator. So we see a little bit of a reversal here on the 15-minute. You know, nothing too big to cry home about, but you know, it's looking decent, right? It's looking really decent. On the 4-hour, we have officially hit our all-time low for RSI, and I have officially bought into Bitcoin. Looks like I'm going to have to homeschool my kids into college. Their college fund is in Bitcoin. Hey, do not worry, Fresh to Salt, one of our loyal viewers. Really appreciate it. And if you're just now joining us for the first time, congratulations, guys. You're here with the Cryptosomniac community. We are a tight-knit community, aren't we, guys? We're always online. We stream once or twice every single day. We have the newsletter coming out. You know, hold off on we have the newsletter coming out very soon. You know, go over to cryptosomniac.com and register to our newsletter for all updates on the cryptocurrency market. You know, right here on the cryptocurrency market. So go check that out. You know, everything is being really delayed and laggy as of late. You know, Bitcoin crashing. We'll continue to monitor this. And now let's go through the altcoin market without further ado, right, guys? Really appreciate all you guys joining the channel. You know, we're trying to give you an unbiased opinion here on what's actually happening with the markets, and we'll continue to monitor this throughout the entire day. And I think Sam's going to actually be online as well tonight. So there's a two-person channel, me and Sam, or Sam and I rather. So let's continue looking at it. So Ether is actually not doing too bad, right? Compared to Bitcoin. So we're actually, Ether's staying remarkably stable as I thought it was going to be in the Bitcoin value, in terms of Bitcoin valuation. In terms of USD valuation, I never thought it would be. So where the hell is that? ETH BTC. Okay. So we're looking at ETH BTC, and we'll measure out that drop just like we did for Bitcoin. Guys, that's not too bad, right? There's a 9% drop. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. So we're seeing the stochastic RSI dropping really low. We're seeing that red volume coming back in. That daily doesn't look very great for Ethereum, but we're still holding strong with Ethereum. I'm still very bullish on it on the long term. I think Ethereum is by far one of the safest bets that you can make. I've been telling people to have at least half of their portfolio mixed in between Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? So yeah, so we there's another question here. Futures markets is winning billions with their puts. They are the real manipulators. So futures markets is a healthy adoption into the mainstream culture here of cryptocurrencies. and we'll see. We'll continue to look at the futures market. So let's actually look at the futures market prices. Futures market Bitcoin prices. So let's go take a look at it. So let's go look at those futures quotes. This is awful. I actually just want a ticker. Let me just look at the ticker. What is that website? Good Lord. Come on. Okay, this is not too bad. We're seeing these contracts being played out. Wow. So we're seeing not the most bullish movement. Even predictions for the futures market on Bitcoin as well. But I just wanted to scroll past. CNBC saying Bitcoin headed to 100,000 in 2018. Analysts who forecast 2017 price prediction moves. So in the short term, I don't think many people are very bullish on Bitcoin, but look at that, guys. We're already back at 11,000. Right on live on this stream. We're already back at 11,000. We hit 97, and what did we do on live on this stream? We bought at 10,000. So I'm already $1,000 up on my buy order. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about not playing into the FUD. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm the smartest person, but let me just go back to this Bitcoin. I mean, I hate to stress this today, but I think it's one of the most important things that you could do is look at the Bitcoin price charts as opposed to the overall market, and we're seeing really terrible speeds on TradingView. All right, so we're seeing. So let's actually, we're at the 4 hour right now. Let's actually pull this to the 15 minute. Let's look at that. So we saw our all-time low, specifically just right now, and now we are seeing an immediate reversal coming back from that all-time low for the RSI. So this is as to be projected. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. So let's actually look at Ether as well. Ether is obviously number 2. I never thought that we would see Ripple rise to number 2 so quickly, but I'm glad it got shut down so quickly. So we're seeing an amazing green candle, probably one of the biggest green candles I've ever seen on the 15-minute mark for Ethereum come out. So we hit, wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. I mean, you guys, I've been on air for this long, and I have not touched any of my trend lines at all. But look at that, guys. Just let's zoom in here. So we drew this trend line a long time ago, saying, okay, this is a pretty consistent trend line for an overall average market. And what did we do? We dropped immediately to it. We kissed it. We kissed it a little bit, right? We kissed that trend line, and then we jumped right back up. And we've been live on air this entire time. And what did we see for Bitcoin? We kissed that support. And okay, why can't I see that? Okay, let's pull out to the hourly. I guess I can't zoom in that far out. So what did we see for that for this right here? So we see that red line. We drew that a long time ago, saying that was significant support. We just barely kissed it, and we're now back up. So these technicals are working, and the market is being projected just as these technical enthusiasts, specifically like ourselves, are projecting. And for me right now, I am not in panic mode. I was going to be in panic mode if we drop below that red line here, that 97, and I was going to be at severe panic mode if we drop below that 8,500 mark, 8,500 mark. And I was going to be a little bit concerned, but nothing to be too worried about right now. We are continuing going to look through the markets and see what we could do to really gain an upper hand here. So we are looking now at the Bitcoin prices, right? Ardor remaining relatively nice, but Ardor, look at that, guys. 393 Bitcoin, 24-hour volume. I'm not touching this with the 10-foot pole. I'm not touching this at all. No thanks. No thanks. BitConnect plummeting. That is to be expected. KuCoin shares. So I've been wanting to get into a little bit more KuCoin. You know, you get dividends. It's a fantastic exchange. They obviously have their head in the right place. We've reached out to them, trying to get an interview with their founder. Hopefully they get back to us and we could convey that message to you guys as well. We also have one of our friends actually going to the Neo DevCon as well, and hopefully we get some nice correspondence there as well. You know, actually it was a viewer just like you and reached out to us, and hopefully you know, we could get you some nice insight on that as well. So we're going to continue looking through the market, and something that really strikes me as odd is, you know, Omisego is taking a big hit, but I thought it was going to take a bigger hit than that mere 10%. So we'll continue looking at that, and Sidecoin, Verge, as to be expected, these shit coins are going to be dropping hard, right? Excuse my language, but they will be dropping hard. Komodo taking a 20% drop. That's unfortunate because I was bullish on Komodo. So we're seeing gas being dropped as well. But I think you know, I think if you were to get into the market or trade Bitcoin back into cryptocurrencies, I think now is the time to do it. So we're looking at, again, the USD valuation. So I'm wondering where Utrust is right now. Utrust at 64 cents. So I'm down a little bit on Utrust, but according to the BTC valuation, I'm not down that much, right? I'm just down according to BTC. So not too bad. So hopefully I'll try to pick up. Actually, Utrust is up 3%. So that's actually decent. So maybe I'll buy into some more Utrust, some more Sonum. You know, and that's maybe what I'll do. But we'll continue looking through your guys' questions. And one of the things, thanks, man. Without you, I was at the limit to sell. No worries, man. No worries. That's what we're here for. We are here to not spread FUD at all. We do take one-on-one appointments. We're on every single platform. Check out all the links below in the description. So do check that out, and please throw this a thumbs up. Also, guys, go ahead and share this on Facebook. If you're watching with us on Facebook, or go to facebook.com/Cryptosomniac, share this on Facebook, or go to twitter.com/Cryptosomniac and retweet this on Twitter, and you'll be eligible to win some free cryptocurrency right here on air right now today. All right, somebody's saying Indian broccoli, so that is pretty funny because yeah, obviously a loyal viewer here. So group therapy, yes, let's all hold hands and, you know, weather out the storm, right? Let's weather out the storm. You know, when times of FUD, it's always good to have each other's back. You know, and it's unfortunate that I'm not going to be playing into this FUD. I'm not going to be telling you about bullshit South Korea scams, bullshit, you know, China FUD and banning, and South Korea banning. I'm not going to be telling you anything about that. I'm literally going to only tell you about historical precedences of what's happened on previous FUD and previous, you know, cryptocurrency market. So as we go through there, we have a lot of questions about IOTA. So we're going to be taking a look at IOTA. So let's take a look at IOTA. Let's zoom out to the 4-hour. So IOTA hitting really low levels here, but we've crashed through that little support. But guys, that support is going, I think, is going to it's going to come back with a vengeance, in my opinion. You know, we've continued on this bottom trending support essentially since October, right? We've been continuing on this line since October. We hit that all-time high, and then we immediately came right back down. So it's a relatively strong pattern, and I do believe that IOTA will be coming back a little bit. But again, I think it is still a little bit overvalued. I would not stick throughout here. How do you find coins before the rise where you live? How do I find good coins? So here at Cryptosomniac, we are in process of launching our newsletter, our Cryptosomniac newsletter, and we will be sending out an email blast and you know, a notification blast, but we have hired 6-7 different researchers. You know, we have a team of, you know, around 8 people now, full-time, only researching cryptocurrencies, ICOs, and all the market, because obviously we all have lives. You know, you cannot research. You know, we used to pride ourselves every single day that I used to try to read one white paper every single day, and it's getting increasingly hard to keep up with the market, and it's you know, really, really hard to keep up with the market. So it'll be interesting to see you know, how the Cryptosomniac team evolves as well, but we try to provide you with as much possible content as well. And we've gotten into a lot of these good cryptocurrencies very, very early. One of the other calls that we said was INS, which is a new cryptocurrency, UTrust, which I think everyone should be picking up. You know, some Sonam while it's cheap, SNM, obviously some KuCoin, and KuCoin hasn't really taken a hit that much compared to Bitcoin. Is Neo a good buy right now? I don't think Neo is a good buy. Actually, you know, let's hold off on that, because let's actually go take a look at the Neo charts, and we'll continue monitoring the situation with Bitcoin, and it'll be a good time. It'll be a good thing to see. So we're at Neo BTC, and I don't know where all my indicators are. Neo BTC, there it is, Bittrex. Okay, so here are all my indicators for Neo. So we're just about approaching. Wow, look at that! I just opened up my screen. We've been drawing out these technicals for a while, and we are now hitting our first level of support. And we kissed it, and then we jumped right back up. So I actually have an order. I actually had an order down here, and my order probably triggered, hopefully. So I'll actually double check if my order triggered really quick. I have everything open on a screen above. So my order did partially get filled. So fantastic. So I just made a lot of money on Neo. So that's good, you know. And these technicals they do work. And you know, we're not a pump and dump shill YouTube channel either. We look at good coins, good technology, good teams, good outlook, good future, partnerships, public presence. We look at the marketing platforms. We do all this research before we you know, invest in anything. And you know, this is good because, you know, we've been hitting all these technicals, and you know, these technicals are working. In times of FUD, look into the technicals. So we're super happy about that. And so a lot of people asking about BitConnect. So why not? Let's go take a look at BitConnect, right? BCC, BTC, right? No, it's Bitcoin Cash. Is that BitConnect? This can't be BitConnect. Hold on. BCC. So I guess we'll just go to hit BTC. Okay. Let's pull this out to the 4-hour. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Let me draw that out really quick. Okay. That is possibly the largest drop I've ever seen in my entire life. That is the largest drop I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with BitConnect. Wow, I'm just dumbfounded. I've never seen an 86% drop in my entire cryptocurrency experience here. So it'll be interesting to see how everything happens. Their website did get hacked. Stellar, apparently one of their wallets got hacked as well. But again, I don't think there's too much to worry about. And we're going to look over Ray blocks as well, because a lot of questions about that. But let's go back to Neo for now. So is Neo a good time to buy? I would have put in an order down here, and my order did just hit. So I'm happy my order did just hit. So you know, maybe I'll set another stop loss, maybe secure some of those orders. It is a little bit high still, but remember, let's actually draw this out. Let's draw a vertical line here, just so we remember. Why did I draw that vertical line? This is Neo DevCon. That is the conference that Neo will end up presenting a lot of roadmaps to. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. So let's actually now look at XRP. A lot of questions about XRP. And we'll continue looking into the Bitcoin market as well. Don't worry, guys. We are here for you. And let's continue to look into it. So Ripple finally breaking through that long-term support that we had listed. That when you see those previous all-time highs breaking through that resistance, we see previous support as well. So very, very interesting to see. I want to learn TA. Where can I learn? So we have a course out on Udemy. Go take a look at our description below. And we have a course out that you can learn a lot of these technicals as well. So do keep an eye out for that. There's a whole 2-3 hour explanation on technicals and Bitcoin fundamentals that we have a course out for. If you do like it, you could definitely buy that course in a more structured approach. And of course, there's plenty of free stuff out on YouTube. I'm not telling you to, my course is the only thing that you should listen to, but we try to go through our fundamentals as well. So, wow. Okay. So I think Ripple is very, very low as well. I mean, look at that. I think Ripple could drop even further. I think it could drop below $1 easily. So it's already at $1.06. Let's refresh that. It's already at $1.06. So we're seeing some slowdowns here. So let's go back to GDAX. See, so we're already well above 11,000. So cool stuff coming out here from Bitcoin. Hopefully we continue to rally here on Bitcoin. So we're actually going to now, 85% drop on BitConnect on HitBTC. So BitConnect is done. So possibly that's the rumor that we're hearing. That's no official statement out yet. So actually, let's go take a look at that. So technical difficulties, website attack. So no official statement coming out of BitConnect so far. Where's the BitConnect website? So allegedly, BitConnect is shutting down its lending and exchange platform, according to thenextweb.com. I don't know how much I would trust this, but there's a screenshot of BitConnect shutdown announcement obtained by TNW. Okay. So apparently there is a lot of FUD going on. There's a BCC official statement. So what is bitconnect.co, right? That's interesting. Looks like they're under a lot of heavy pressure again. Their website. Okay, here it is. So I don't see anything. BitConnect ICO. It's telling me to buy it here. I don't really see any statement here so far. Again, I don't see any official statement. BitConnect. Let's just go look at the news one more time. BitConnect closes as exchange as states warn of unregulated. Okay, so BitConnect, allegedly BitConnect is down. We'll see. We're not going to be spreading FUD here, so I don't know if it's official or not on the BitConnect X news page. Okay, so let's go take a look. So let's actually go take a look at BitConnect X. This news page, a lot of people talking about it. So let's go take a look. Guys, again, throw this a thumbs up if you do like the content. Subscribe and hit that little bell and you'll know that when we're live. I think Sam is actually going to be live here tonight. We do 1 or 2 streams every single day for you guys. A little background about ourselves. A lot of people, we're gamers, social media marketers, vloggers, and then jumped into the cryptocurrency industry. Sam and I have both been doing, cryptocurrency and blockchain technology programming and education since 2013. We're both engineers. We actually went to school together for engineering, chemical engineering. I come from 5 years of an automation background. I recently just quit my job to pursue this full time. So if you do like the content, please like us and please subscribe to us. It would really help out the channel. Also, go ahead and share this and on facebook.com/Cryptosomniac, and share this on twitter.com/Cryptosomniac, and we'll give out some free cryptocurrency very shortly here. All right. I thought everyone knew BitConnect was a scam. We have been saying it was a scam since the beginning of time. Well, maybe not since the beginning of time. Since the beginning we heard about it. Very, very concerning to me, right? What's happening with BitConnect. But that's okay. That's okay. I think it was time for it to die. Wow. Okay, so I feel really, really bad for everybody. I never want to see anyone lose this much money, but we are seeing a 88% drop on BitConnect on HitBTC. Very, very unfortunate if you did have your money in it. It's unfortunate for that a lot of these YouTubers weren't ostracized originally. A lot of these YouTubers were shilling it earlier, and and I feel really bad for anyone who did listen, and they essentially stole money from their viewers, and I really do feel bad for everyone who did watch those YouTubers, and I'm not going to say any names or anything, yeah, so DGD, please. Okay, so apparently DGD, I don't know what DGD really is. DGD, DigixDAO. Oh, I know what DigixDAO is. It's a gold-backed platform, right? Cool stuff. Circulating supply, only 2 million. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I think since it is gold-backed, it's audited. I think it's worth a shot. Explanation, right? It's worth a shot. To get into, right? DigixDAO. It is gold-backed, so it's pretty cool. So let's continue. Let's actually give out some free cryptocurrency, and we'll go over 1 or 2 more charts, and then we'll round out the stream. And Sam will be online tonight. I know there's a lot of worrying faces around here, but we're going to keep you guys up to date with the market. So let's open up facebook.com and twitter.com/Cryptosomniac, and let's open up a random number generator. Whoa. Number generator. Okay. So 1 for Facebook, 2 for Twitter, and wow. Twitter.com. Okay, there you go. Okay. Let's check it out. 1 for Facebook, 2 for Twitter, 3 for reroll. So Facebook it is. Congratulations to all you Facebookies. Actually, where is my video? Aha. Here it is. 54 shares. Really do appreciate the shares, guys. Take a look at it. So a lot of people have their privacy settings not up to date. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Oh my God. So 18 people. Okay. So 18 people shared, and we'll number 13. So we'll start from the top. 18, 17, 16, what comes after 16? 15, 14, and then 13. Eugene. Congratulations, Eugene. You have won some free cryptocurrency. And I'm going to snoop you out, and I'm going to find you, and we're going to give you some free cryptocurrency. And again, guys, go ahead and keep sharing this video, and we'll give out some more free cryptocurrency at the end of the night when Sam goes online. Really do appreciate it. And before we go offline, let's go take a look at a couple more cryptocurrencies, right? Wow, I am just shocked. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this in my entire crypto career since 2013. I mean, I bought Ethereum at like $6, and then my dollar cost average was $14. My average Bitcoin price I bought into was around $300. So now I was fortunate enough. Average price I bought Neo into was around $2. I bought most of it under $1, but I kept accumulating. So good stuff. You know, we try to spot these early, specifically on this channel. So high performance blockchain, that was another one that we're really interested into. We actually just went on to Buybox and bought it a couple of days ago. High performance blockchain before the little bit of run up. We did tell the Moon Lounge as well. Our Moon Lounge is our exclusive group. We are releasing the Advantage coming. You know, there's a lot of questions about the Advantage. We'll be releasing it, you know, in the next couple of days. So please look out for that announcement. And yeah, so let's actually go through the BTC USD charts. This is an exclusive community. We have a newsletter system that we release. So pretty cool stuff. So let's check it out. So Bitcoin, you know, kissing that support line, and maybe we'll continue to travel throughout this trend. But I think we are due for imminent reversal very soon. Our RSI is approaching those critical levels. Actually, since going back since September, so we just hit that 40% drop. Hopefully, we start reversing relatively shortly. We bought Bitcoin at 10,000 live on this channel. So congratulations to everybody who bought live on this channel along with us. So we are seeing a slowdown here. We saw a significant drop off, of course, from 14,000 down to 10,000. I mean, we saw that, right? I mean, we saw that before our eyes. And MACD is looking weaker and weaker, and hopefully we'll see a reversal. What I'm hoping for is something like this, right? On the blue line. And that's honestly what I am hoping for. And we'll see if we could attain that goal. And hopefully we continue to bounce on this channel and hopefully break out and have a little bit more enthusiasm, a little bit more stability into the market. And I think once we hit that floor of 10,000, you know, I think a lot more investors, we did already hit that floor of 10,000. I'm sure the investors will definitely see that. Move that red line a little lower. So a lot of people saying move that red line a little lower. Market cap is moving up, so maybe we'll continue to monitor this market. I mean, maybe we'll bounce back up, but for now, I don't think there's too much to worry about. Please do not listen to any FUD, any rhetoric, any crap articles without any basis. Please make sure you do your research. Don't listen to any YouTubers specifically. Don't even listen to us. You know, make sure you do your own research behind us. I mean, we try to do a lot of research. We have 6-7 different people on the Cryptosomniac team trying to help out with research. You know, Sam and I obviously on the forefront of this stuff, but we have around 6-7 people behind the scenes researching ICOs, researching development, reaching out to people. So what we try to do is we reach out to every single individual company before we make the investment. We make sure we read the white paper. You know, make sure that their team is responding fast enough on their social media channels such as Twitter, Slack, and Telegram. So you know, all these are signals that we do look at before we invest. So we have a system called TTTPP. I know it's a ridiculous system, right? Technology, team, technical analysis, public presence, partnerships. And it usually takes one person a full day to do a research on a single cryptocurrency, and then we have to monitor that when they hit their roadmap objectives, what they do. So really do appreciate it. And we just did give out some free cryptocurrency, and I think that'll be it for me here, folks. Really do appreciate it. Smash that thumbs up button, guys. Really do appreciate it. Subscribe and hit that little notification bell, and you'll get to see Sam here later on here tonight. You know, we're a couple of engineers that have been doing this since 2013. We didn't, you know, transition from, you know, health and wellness or video games or vlogging. You know, we were born in this space and we've really been molded by it. You know, we didn't jump into the market once, you know, there was a lot of enthusiasm behind it. We've kind of always been in here in this market, and we're just now recently getting discovered. So really do appreciate you guys joining us here today. It's Nate here at Cryptosomniac. Peace out, y'all. Really do appreciate it. And I can't actually end the stream because something's happening. Aha, okay. All right. All right, my bad, guys. Okay, so let me end this stream out. Peace out, guys. Thanks again for watching. Jesus, what is going on?